Working with Ross Video, we have a trust that the system is going to be reliable and that help is always on hand should we need it.
They're always willing to help us get to the finish line because they know how important it is to us.
It doesn't feel like you're a client. It feels like you have a bi-directional relationship. Ross Video does that. Ross Video listens.
Our mission is being best in class, especially if it comes to live sports coverage. We like to incorporate as many bells and whistles as possible for our show to differentiate ourselves in this market.
We're charged with delivering the 22 venues for Cricket Australia.
For us, it's very important to have the entertainment in the whole arena.
And this is a brand new mobile production unit designed for cinematic broadcast production.
We want to do things that are going to grab people's attention, that looks different, that people kind of walk by TV and go, whoa, what's that?
If we wanted to create an unforgettable experience for our fans on game day, it was Ross or nobody.
So our whole control room, for the most part, is Ross products.
Ross and the Ultrix was really a new set of tools that I hadn't seen before.
I like the idea that everything is integrated as one system.
Whenever we have a scene playing content, it's from Expression.
We can deliver so many things that our clients ask for.
Carbonite's rock. I love that thing.
It was a no-brainer to go with hyperconverged FR12 to save us weight and time.
The touch drive, Expression, Mira, the Tally systems, Smart Shell, the X series, Visionary. It's really been a pleasure, and we really can't wait to continue our journey with Ross.
Our relationship with Ross means that we can provide a level of service better than anybody else.
With Ross Video, we have delivered that wow moment plus some.
Whatever goes on air is my vision.
Ross is providing us with reliable technology. I mean, this is key for success.
You have all the flexibility to be able to do whatever you can imagine.
It's massively increasing the production value of the show.
And it allowed me to compete with much larger companies in a very small footprint.
They absolutely changed the way I see news. They changed the way I teach my students.
We're a big believer in partnering with organizations that share our values.
Why wouldn't you do business with a company that has the same core values you do?
It's been such a wonderful exchange working with Ross, and I can only see it growing and getting better over time.
Please welcome President and Chief Executive Officer of Ross Video, David Ross.
Welcome to Ross Vegas. Wow, it's a packed house. Thank you for coming, and a warm welcome to everyone watching online. As always, most of this production is powered by Ross technologies and workflows. This includes Carbonite switchers, Furia robotics, Expression graphics, Ultrix routers, Inception Cloud newsroom, dashboard controllers, and more. We have an incredible team using this tech tonight to bring the show to life. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our partners here at LMG, as well as Ross Production Services and Ross Rocket Surgery. And this year, we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of Rocket Surgery, where amazing art meets Ross technology. And where the whole solution comes together. For those of you watching online, you're seeing our Voyager virtual production solution at work with an elegant set extension. For those of you here in the room, you'll have to watch it again when you get back to your hotel room. Now, it's a keynote tradition to talk about how Ross did last year. I'm proud to share that 2024 was our best year ever. Let's run the graph. Thanks to Team Ross, we achieved 33 consecutive years of orders growth, and yet again, we're twice as big as we were just 5 years ago. Let's have a big thank you for our customers and business partners for making this possible. And that's no small feat, given the waves of change and challenges facing our industry. Throughout it all, our goal has remained the same: to help our customers succeed and thrive through our high-quality solutions that open up limitless creative possibilities. To continue our focus on quality, we're completing state-of-the-art upgrades to our surface mount assembly lines in our carbon neutral factory. Did I just mention carbon neutral? Yes, I did. We know that many of our customers have asked their suppliers to step up in support of the environment, and we continue to stand beside them. Last year, we set a goal of having a carbon neutral factory by 2025, and I can confirm that our factory is carbon neutral, not at some date in the future, but right now. This might be the first carbon neutral factory in our industry. Okay, let's talk about camera motion systems. A few years ago, we acquired SpiderCam, a pioneer in the cable camera business, and allowed us to support our customers in a whole new way. And this January, we grew again by acquiring SecSwiss's Eagle Eye technology to strengthen that lineup even further. This expansion allows us to provide a more complete range of cable camera systems, catering to any production need, including fixed installations in studios, worship, and venues. And since we build these systems in our Canadian facility, we can ensure the same high quality and expertise that you expect from Ross. With the acquisition of Eagle Eye, there's no doubt that we offer the industry's most comprehensive range of camera control robotics. Every angle is covered for your production. And speaking of Ross Robotics, last year we redefined studio camera motion systems with the introduction of Artimo. The award-winning Artimo blends cutting-edge robotics with elegant, free-flowing movement. Not only has Artimo won major awards from our industry, it has just won something really special, a Red Dot Award. The Red Dot Award is an international competition for the best industrial designs in the world for its superb blending of form and function. Artimo truly is art in motion. Artimo is also hugely popular. We've had to double our Artimo production to keep up with demand. We're also working closely with customers to customize Artimo to a wider range of design aesthetics. Here's a render of a white Artimo. We've nicknamed it the Stormtrooper model. And you'll be able to see the real thing at our booth. This is something that has never been seen before, and you were here. And Artimo Customer 1, TRACAT, also known as TV3, is going to air with their news program in fall 2025, armed with its 5 Artimos. They ordered them sight unseen, based purely on the concept. So thank you, TRACAT, for believing in us. All right, on with the show. Today, we've got some exciting updates to share, from products and workflows to AI and cloud. Let's begin with graphics. Boromir, you're up.
Thank you, David. And yeah, let's talk graphics, because Ross is obviously first and foremost, what? No, we're not going to make that joke this year again. Sorry. Next time. That said, as the fastest growing real-time motion graphics system in the market, Expression continues to innovate. And here at NAB, we're announcing version 12.5, which comes with a slew of new features, some of which can be seen behind me. And just to highlight one of them, we've made a lot of improvements to our remote sequencer, which will make operators' lives easier. We're also working on more workflow improvements that will ultimately allow editorial teams to make changes at the last second if they have to. But features only represent one facet of the product. The second relates to performance. Last year, we introduced a game changer, the M9 generation of Expression hardware. With M9, our customers have seen a significant leap in performance, and today, we're taking that to the next level. Whether you're driving pixels for a stadium LED board or a studio wall, Expression Tessera has been the solution of choice for many years, thanks to its power and operational flexibility. And we've got some great news today, as the power of Expression Tessera just doubled. With the ability to drive twice as many pixels per box without sacrificing quality or performance headroom. That's huge. Ultimately, this means less hardware, less complexity, and lower power consumption without compromising your creativity. Now, on to more exciting stuff. A year ago, we acquired Bastille Lake with a clear vision, unified broadcast, and HTML5 graphics. Because today's newsrooms don't just create for TV, they're pushing their stories to digital platforms too. The problem is that today, this is done using two separate workflows, which is very inefficient. But guess what? Expression now lets you create broadcast and HTML5 graphics in one unified workflow. Designers can work in Expression and have one single project for both broadcast and digital. And journalists with no additional training or extra steps can just create their stories, and the graphics go where they need to automatically. Now you can address all your audiences with a consistent look across all platforms without additional complexity. Exciting stuff, isn't it? That's never been seen before, and you were here. Now, let's switch gears and talk about Raiden, our weather graphics product introduced here at NAB last year by David himself, aka our chief meteorologist. First off, I should say that Raiden's been making waves. Our launch customer, Roof Iceland, is already on air and thriving. While we've added numerous meteorologist-centric features, we also recognize that weather isn't just a forecast, it's also a story. By integrating Raiden with newsrooms, we help editorial teams align their weather stories with the rest of their programming. Finally, in addition to supporting Expression, Raiden now integrates with Voyager, our Unreal-based rendering engine. Whether you do XR, AR, or perfect keying on a green screen, this will allow meteorologists and journalists to tell even more immersive stories. Now, we love you weather people. Are there any weather people in the room? Anyone? Nancy, you're a weather person, aren't you? We love you. However, you don't have exclusivity for beautiful graphics. There are also other applications that can help bring these graphics to life, such as sports. The fast pace, the action, the drama is the perfect stage to showcase what's possible. And that's exactly where Voyager shines. Indeed, not only can it be integrated with our weather solution, it can also be coupled with Piero, or sports analysis tool. When the BBC approached us to do something completely different for the FA Cup final last year, we teamed up to deliver something truly special. Piero provided the insights and data, SpiderCam provided breathtaking shots, and Voyager brought it all to life with unmatched visuals. Beautiful, isn't it? And the best part, this isn't some complex system. It's intuitive, fast, and designed for effortless storytelling. At the heart of what you just saw sits Piero, our sports analysis tool, which recently got a major update with version 20. And even though we call it a sports analysis tool, Piero doesn't just analyze plays, it also inserts real-time graphics directly into the action. And it does it without requiring any special instrumentation, no extra hardware, no complicated setup, just powerful intuitive technology that anyone can use. And that means one thing: more ways to monetize your content with sponsorships, like what we see here with American football down and distance graphics. And monetization is key, even in college sports, with the emergence of name, image, and likeness, NIL, which forces schools to find new sources of revenue to fund their athletes. And now, we're bringing these sponsorship opportunities to basketball, as our awesome optical tracking technology now makes it possible to place dynamic graphics right on the court in real time. Imagine a three-point graphical area integrated into the game, or a shot chart for a star player or team, add in real-time data with amazing visualization capabilities, and you've got something that will truly wow your fans. We're showcasing all of this and more here at NAB, so come check it out on the Ross booth. And for those of you who are remote, just reach out and we'll talk. To conclude this segment on graphics, I want to say that technology is only half the equation, as great storytelling needs great design. And that's where Rocket Surgery comes in. Whether you're building in-house or working with a creative partner, or experts can bring your vision to life. Let's now take a look at a sample of the amazing work produced by our Rocket Surgery colleagues. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ross Video's Chief Technology Officer, Troy English.
A big thank you to the team at Rocket. That looked amazing. Ross Video's success is built on a foundation of high-quality products, exceptional service, and a customer-first philosophy. It means maintaining a focus on reliability with solutions that work, and it's also about pushing the boundaries of innovation. Ross Research Labs is a division within R&D whose purpose is to investigate cutting-edge technologies and then pass that research along to the rest of the product teams. Tonight, we're going to look at just a few of the innovations coming out of Ross Research Labs. First, Katina. Katina is the next generation secure control protocol for the industry. Katina is being standardized within SMPTE. Now, you're going to want to remember this number to impress your friends and family. So remember, it's ST2138. Now, standards are good, open APIs are better, but the best of all is an open source free software development kit. Katina is all three of these and already available on GitHub. Now, one of the key areas of investigation is AI, both in natural language input with text or speech, as well as video. Our visionary face and body tracking software allows our robotics products to automatically track and frame talent as they move around, as you can see from the demo we did right here in Las Vegas 1 year ago. It is deployed and helping simplify productions every day. Our RossBot system introduced last year allows you a support page of our webpage to ask questions about how to use Ross products in any language and get answers in that language. RossBot has continued to evolve and get better. This year, we are showing RossBot integrated directly into RPM, the Ross Platform Manager. You're able to ask it how to operate, configure, or install any Ross products, again, in any language. Boromir showed you Piero earlier tonight. What he didn't mention is the new AI functionality that we have added. Piero is now able to automatically determine where the camera is relative to the field, which direction it's pointing, and how much is zoomed in, all using AI. We call this zero-click calibration. Another cool AI feature for Piero is automated player tracking. no more manual keyframing. These two additions mean faster workflows, more efficiency, and more time for operators to focus on storytelling instead of technical tasks. Now, before I go today, I want to give you an exciting update on a project we showed you during last year's keynote. We introduced a groundbreaking proof of concept, our very own Bocortal voice controlling a carbonite in real time. This year, we're taking that innovation to the next level and giving it a name. Introducing ROS Voice Control, a powerful new context-aware voice control system. This means that not only is it listening to what you're asking it to do, it knows what is going on in your production and will perform different actions based on that. And we didn't stop there. It can now listen to what your talent is saying. No special commands or instructions, simply listen to what the talent is saying on air. What we're about to show you has never been seen before, and you were here. Come on back up, Dave, and demo rain and weather using ROS Voice Control.
Thanks, Troy. Okay, I'm the guinea pig. Well, on the right, we're showing ROS Voice Control, and it's listening to what I'm saying and reacting to it. And on the left is Raden's video output. Okay, let's start with something simple, as I'm definitely an amateur meteorologist. How about we look at the current conditions at the airport just around the corner here in Las Vegas? Great, 70 degrees and sunny. For the evening ahead, we expect the winds to come down a bit and the temperatures to slide into the 50s, where we will start the day tomorrow. Let's jump over the pond to Europe to see what the weather is like at our ROS Video offices in Reading, UK, and Feistritz, Austria. With that front in Central Europe pushing on, high pressure is settling in and will result in a very nice Sunday at our office locations. Now, did you know we're opening an office near Delhi, India? Let's see how things look in the morning there right now. It's clear and warm in Delhi, with folks on the East Coast keeping an eye on some cyclone potential in the Bay of Bengal. Coming back to North America, and notably our major locations in Canada at Iroquois and Ottawa. Tonight, the ROS team back at HQ are looking at a crisp 40 degrees. Now, let's come back again to Las Vegas, where the air is dry, the temperature is warm, and the drinks are flowing. For the week ahead, at the Great NAB Conference, we can expect a steady warm-up to the 90s on the last day of the show, with some clouds on Monday and Tuesday. Before I wrap up, let's take a quick peek into one of the more mysterious spots in the country, Area 51. We can't confirm what's going on there, but we can tell you the weather is 55 and windy. Not a UFO in sight, at least not on our radar. And back to you, Troy.
Thanks, Dave. That was incredible. ROS Voice Control made its primetime debut in 2024. We worked with a major broadcaster to enhance their production on a large international event. ROS Voice Control is currently available through our rocket surgery division, and we plan on putting it into the ROS Platform Manager in the future. We love developing cool new technology. Come talk to us about your ideas, and we'll help you make them real. Now, to talk about more ROS innovation, please welcome Gary to the stage.
Thank you, Troy. This year at NAB, we're not just talking about cloud's potential, we're showing it with live cloud workflows solving real-world challenges. From one-click deployment to cloud-based graphics on demand to long-awaited tools like Dashboard in a web browser, ROS is making cloud production real. Don't just take our word for it. Come on by the ROS booth and see sports, news, and graphics workflows in action. Then go check out the AWS Cloud Production demo, a real-time racing esports live stream with Ross people and technology making it happen. Now, imagine if cloud was this simple. Drag and drop your workflow onto a web canvas, click to deploy, and be instantly operational. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, that's exactly what our new cloud provisioning service is built to do. It's a web-based tool for building and launching complete live production environments with just one click. No scripting, super easy, just minutes from plan to production. It dramatically reduces setup time, eliminates complexity, and makes cloud production accessible to more teams than ever. To show how it works, here's a quick look from Gabriel, our Senior Manager of Cloud Product Management.
Thank you, Gary. Let me show you how easy it is to launch a full live production in the cloud using our new ROS Cloud Provisioning Service, CPS. I'll create a new production and add the apps right onto the canvas. Select the VPC, hit deploy, and that's it. CPS spins up the VMs, builds the required cloud infrastructure, and deploys everything automatically. What used to take days is now just minutes. But CPS isn't just about deployment. It's built to manage the entire life cycle of a production. While this production is deploying, I can manage others. If a production is up and running already, I can log into one of the apps by selecting it and clicking Open Web UI. The app's interface opens right in my web browser. No digging around or remote tools needed. If a production is done for the day, I can shut it down and save some costs by selecting it and clicking Stop Production. And if there's a production we no longer need, like this one from last week, I can select it, click Dismantle Production, and all resources and data will be deleted. That's ROS Cloud Provisioning Service. Fast, easy, and built for live production. I look forward to showing it to you at our booth.
Thank you, Gabe. Now this has never been seen before, and you are here. We're showing the Cloud Provisioning Service as a public preview to start the conversation and to collaborate with you on how it can support your cloud productions today and to help shape our future cloud direction. Speaking of feedback, I've got something brand new that you've all been asking for. Dashboard in a web browser. For years, Dashboard has been a powerful tool for creating and customizing control interfaces across live production. But until now, it required a manual install of a desktop application. That all changes with the latest release of ROS Platform Manager. You can now open Dashboard custom panels and OpenGear device UIs right in your browser. No more thick clients. And it's not just for ROS products. It works across the entire OpenGear ecosystem, supporting partner devices that integrate with Dashboard. No installs, no remote desktop workarounds, just control, anywhere, anytime. Now, to get signals in and out of the cloud, our new OpenGear Streaming Gateway card provides secure, low-latency video transport over the public internet via SRT streams. It even supports video and alpha in a single stream, simplifying the use of cloud-rendered graphics. This card is available now and is being used daily to produce live sports, including by our own ROS Production Services, who's using it to reduce transmission costs by thousands of dollars per event. And if you want cloud-based graphics without the complexity, with the ability to pay as you go, ROS Rocket Surgery has a new offering called Rocket Cloud Services. Let's have a look.
So we are in Minneapolis at US Bank Stadium today for the Gopher Indoor Classic Softball Tournament that the University of Minnesota is hosting. It's a weekend-long softball tournament that is streamed by students at the University of Minnesota for our Big Ten Plus platform. We're trying out a new service from ROS Video where we're able to utilize an instance of expression through the cloud to help us generate a scorebug and graphics for a broadcast.
This wouldn't have been possible because, especially here at the University of Minnesota, their physical units are rack-mounted in their control rooms. So from an operator perspective, it's sitting in front of an expression.
At Rocket Surgery, we've been exploring cloud production for several years. So when Rob and the team with the Big Ten Student U came to us, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to work with them on a proof of concept as a managed service within Rocket Surgery. So we handle the complexities of the cloud and give them a simple interface to log into to start, stop, or schedule their cloud expressions for their events.
One of the benefits that we see is the flexibility that it provides us to scale up and down as needed.
So my experience with Ross Video actually started when I was a student at Western Illinois University, and have been working with them for over a decade now.
The team at Rocket Surgery has been fantastic to work with. Every step of the way, Rocket Surgery has been there to kind of help talk out, okay, what do we do in this instance? How do you need this to work? Let's get creative and find ways that we can approach this and do something new and different. And they've been fantastic to work with. We really enjoyed the relationship.
Expression on demand. How cool is that? Rocket Cloud Services democratizes professional-grade expression graphics, making it accessible to more productions than ever. These new offerings are all part of our comprehensive cloud portfolio, designed to extend the workflows you already use, whether you're on-prem, hybrid, or fully cloud-based. With Ross, you're not just adopting technology, you're choosing a partner who's been trusted in live production for decades. Well, that's it for me and for Cloud. Now, let's take a look at some amazing content from the world of sports and live events.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ross Video's Vice President of Sports and Live Events, Kevin Cottom.
Ross is your trusted partner for bringing stories to life and engaging your viewers on a global scale. We want you to know how thankful we are for allowing us to be a part of your creative journey. It truly is a team effort. And it's not just the technology, it's the people that make it real. We're fortunate to be involved with projects all over the world. So now, something never seen before, and you were here, a keynote first, is to take you on a world tour to explore some of the incredible projects you've deployed using our technology and services. So buckle up, here we go. First stop, Melbourne, Australia, and the Australian Football League, where Marvel Stadium recently completed an upgrade of their production control room and LED displays. Partnering with Luminate, we worked with the AFL to reimagine the game day experience for footy fans, taking it to a whole new level. Next, let's head to Japan, where we recently partnered with Major League Baseball to support the World Tour Tokyo Series with our unified venue control system. For this event, Ross personnel worked closely with local stadium crew and our business partner, Digicast, to power the visual experience for in-venue displays throughout the iconic Tokyo Dome. Rocket Surgery designed the graphics package, blending pre-rendered content with data-driven graphics that powered in-bowl and exterior displays, all simply controlled with custom dashboard panels. In-game graphics were driven with Expression Tessera and Brushback for real-time stats and player information. This monumental event drew more than 250,000 people to the stadium over 6 games and set a new record for broadcast viewership. Now, on to Europe, where SpiderCam was soaring high above the Adele stage in Munich, Germany, delivering breathtaking perspectives. This massive screen set a Guinness World Record for the largest continuous outdoor LED display. The crystal clear, high-quality visuals made even the furthest seats feel connected to the stage. From Adele's intimate moments at the microphone to sweeping dynamic shots, SpiderCam's ability to cover every angle in a massive 80,000-seat venue ensured every emotion was captured. Now, let's travel to Zurich, Switzerland where Swiss Life Arena completed a significant technology upgrade, improving their game day production to better engage fans attending the ZSC Lions hockey games. Let's hear what they had to say.
We are in the Swiss Life Arena in Zurich, the hometown of the ZSC Lions. The ZSC Lions are a hockey organization. It's one of the biggest organizations in hockey for the whole of Europe.
Swiss Life Arena is not only a hockey stadium, it's a multi-purpose stadium. We can host all kinds of corporate events, congresses, network events, up to 12,000 people. It really started with basically just a laptop and an idea. We have to do something more than just show a live picture.
When you get in here, it's all like brightened up. You have so many colors. You see the stats from the players going through the cube, starting lineup, and all these things.
Yeah, from day one, clear that we have to choose Ross. For us, it's very important to have the entertainment in the whole arena. So it's not just the game, it's also the entertainment around the game, it's the surrounding, it's also the LED cube, the LED wall, what you do with the entertainment. It's very important for Zurich, and we are like a little bit more than other clubs in Switzerland to have the full entertainment in the arena.
Here we have really a full ROS solution, which is great. Our Expression real-time graphic system, which is feeding all the LEDs here in the arena. We have our Carbonite video switcher, our hyper-converged production platform Ultrix, as well as the Mira replay server. And that all controlled through a unified and very simplified dashboard custom control panel. And by the way, that's the biggest LED cube in Europe we see behind me.
This is a 420 square meter cube. You can't even see all the elements from up here because there are two inside screens, and all of the surfaces have a different purpose.
There are so many possibilities with the cube. You have to discover them first.
The ribbon just gives the arena a wonderful flow. It also makes you feel like you're part of the rink. It's wonderful that we can use it as a 360 surface. You can let graphics fly around. And it can also, of course, be combined with the cube, which gives it an extreme cool feel.
But obviously, because of the size of the LED cube, as well as of the LEDs here around, Expression Tessera was the perfect fit for them because it's a scalable solution and we can scale up to wherever you want. So that was really a very cool fit.
In sports, obviously, a lot you can't foresee, you can't time, you can't plan. Let's say everything goes out the window, there's one person standing, one person can actually really run an entire show. Expression is really the heart, it's the center, and we're only using 15% of probably all the possibilities that ROS opens up to us. And we're only getting started, and I'm very interested to see where we'll be standing in 5 and 10 years.
The fans like that there's a big center stage now inside the arena with this new cube.
We had already a very good fan culture. Now in the Swiss Life Arena we have even more fan culture.
They all matter so much to our organization's success.
A big thank you to Lions production staff for sharing their journey and choosing ROS to help transform their game day experience. I also want to thank our business partner, AVC, for their continued support in the region. And congratulations are in order, as the Lions recently clinched the Champions Hockey League title. Our 5th stop on the World Tour, Kigali, Rwanda, Africa, where SpiderCam was permanently installed at the 45,000-seat Amahoro Stadium to cover the Rwanda Premier League matches. It's the first installation of its kind in the region, and we're thrilled to be supporting them. Next stop, North America and the New Orleans Superdome, where our technology has been deployed for several years. This year, they hosted Super Bowl 59, and for the 9th consecutive year, ROS technology and staff played a critical role in the game day production. What an honor. Thank you to the NFL and our partner Van Wagner for trusting us with this high-profile event that draws millions of viewers every year. Now, let's head to Ponte Vedra, Florida, where the PGA Tour Studios recently opened their 160-square-foot facility, launching a new era in golf media. Their state-of-the-art studios are loaded with Ross technology. Expression Studio for traditional CG, Expression Effects for switcher-controlled playback, Expression Tessera for LED content management, Voyager for virtual reality, and Artimo Robotics for stunning camera shots. Now, we all know launching a project of this scale is no small task. It takes a dedicated team of talented professionals to bring it to life, and we were happy to be a part of it. Congratulations to the PGA Tour Studios on this massive achievement, and thank you to NAP Sweetwater for their partnership. Last stop on the tour, Palm Beach Gardens, where TGL, Primetime Team Golf, opened the SoFi Center, where teams of top players from the PGA Tour compete in a one-of-a-kind virtual golf venue. It's an awesome display of cutting-edge technology, and Ross is playing a big part in the venue production. From Tessera driving LED displays to SpiderCam delivering spectacular shots from above, it's a fantastic production to be a part of. Now, these are just a few examples of successful deployments that delivered exceptional results. We have hundreds of talented individuals worldwide that work with thousands of business partners and clients globally to help bring their visions to life, and that number continues to grow. So thank you again for making Ross a trusted partner on your creative journey. Next up, let's talk workflow with Jen Jarvis.
Thanks, Kevin. You know, when I started working in broadcast television 20 years ago, should I admit it's been that long? Actually, some of you will say 20 years, you're just getting started. But yes, I started at that magical time where websites were an experiment and social media was only for college kids. Reporters started to pick up cameras as one-man bands, and producers started to edit video. And all of a sudden, we were feeding digital platforms and digital channels, add in OTT and social streams, push notifications and podcasts. Now we're entering the era of cloud and artificial intelligence. There is more demand for content than ever before. It's a challenge and an opportunity. The key to success, simple, flexible, and integrated workflows. And that's why we built an end-to-end solution for live production. It all starts with the dynamic duo of Inception and Streamline. As the first browser-based, story-centric newsroom system, Inception has modernized content creation and become a collaborative hub for hundreds of productions, including this one tonight. Streamline, embedded directly into Inception, provides seamless asset creation and browsing, from replaceable assets for expression to video assets for playout. Streamline integrates with traditional nonlinear editors, and last year, we launched the Streamline Web Editor. In the past year, customers have used the Streamline Web Editor as a way to decrease traditional NLE licenses and speed up those high-volume, light-touch edits for roles like producers, anchors, even reporters. It's 30% faster than a traditional NLE at half the cost. And while Inception and Streamline serve as the home for most users, Media.io is the thread that runs from the beginning to the end of the workflow. Media in and media out. It's really that simple. Any channel can be used as either ingest or playout, bringing true flexibility and scalability. And at a time when broadcasters are looking to replace aging infrastructure, Media.io is at the forefront of the next wave of software-based video servers. Last year, we launched Media.io in a web browser with an intuitive UI that won 4 major awards, making recording and playback more accessible than ever. And in the 2 major releases since then, we made huge leaps in decentralizing ingest and playout. Now you can logically group channels for different departments, and with a few clicks, reassign capacity as your teams need it. And in version 13, we're adding role-based access control with granular permissions, LDAP, and SSO integration. This allows you to get more people involved with the right level of access, and do it securely. Other new features include key fill on a single channel, SRT playback, and support for ancillary data to preserve metadata, captions, time code, and HDR, SDR workflows. That is an absolutely incredible list of new capabilities, and they are all available today as a free upgrade. Now, the final piece that brings it all together is Overdrive, our automated production control system. You know, Overdrive and we've been in broadcast for about the same amount of time, and it was actually one of the first ROS products I saw in action. After 20+ years and 23 releases, most products slow down, but Overdrive is accelerating. Our award-winning Quick Tools revolutionizes show programming, cutting the average coding time from 30 minutes to 10 minutes or less. It saved users thousands of hours since its launch last year, and one customer told us they expect to save close to $2 million in operating costs this year. Overdrive's device control library is unmatched, supporting hundreds of devices and protocols. We've added support for 9 new devices in the past year, including Grass Valley's cloud-based production switcher, Maverick X, with more devices on the way. With such a strong roadmap, ROS is growing the Overdrive development team by nearly 30% this year. This is what it looks like to be the world leader in automated production control. And a lot of that success stems from our ability to understand the needs of our customers. Many of us at ROS come directly out of the broadcast industry, so we understand that simplicity looks different depending on the application. And that's exactly why we built Quorum for legislative and professionally produced corporate meetings. And now we're seeing it expand to classrooms, press conferences, and even keynotes. Our goal was to teach someone with no broadcast experience to operate a meeting using Quorum in under 30 minutes. Turns out, we can do it in half the time. 15 minutes, and you're live. Now, since launching Quorum, it's won 3 major awards for balancing powerful production and ease of use. We've installed 45 meeting rooms, with 17 more pending, including 2 of the largest installations in Texas and right here in Las Vegas. And new for NAB, Quorum gains the powerful backing of Carbonite Code, Expression, Media.io, and Visionary, while adding support for NDI. Also offering more integrated tasks, including video recording and clip playback, and camera control using a gaming controller. Yes, you can bring your own commercial joystick and put all those long nights of gaming to good use. Something you've never seen before, and you were here. All of this is available today in Quorum version 3.2. Now, the entire production workflow team and I are so excited to connect with you in Las Vegas this week. But first, let's talk hyperconverged with Todd Riggs.
Thanks, Jen. Those are great updates. For those of you that have been with ROS over the years, you've witnessed the remarkable evolution of our connectivity and our signal processing product groups. This didn't happen by chance. It's the result of relentless innovation and a deep commitment to delivering solutions that professionals can depend on. Today's production environments are more complex than ever, with many choices to make. Are you doing on-prem? Are you in the cloud, doing REMI, or a combination of several of them? Then what formats do you need to produce and deliver? What transports do you need to interface with? Different environments have different needs. You need technology solutions that can adapt as required, allowing you to focus on the most critical thing. which is delivering high-quality video and audio seamlessly and cost-effectively. This is why our Ultrix Hyperconverged platform was developed. It's a robust and powerful tool to meet all of these requirements. For those of you new to ROS, you might be asking, what is Ultrix? Well, let me give you a brief recap. Ultrix is a software-defined video and audio routing, processing, and switching platform that packs loads of capability into a single, unified production powerhouse. Scalable, choose from any of 4 frame sizes and run them as a single frame or as a distributed system. Transports, there's loads to choose from. SDI, Fiber, SMPTE 2110, MADI, Dante, and more. Flexibility, multi-viewers, audio mixing, video and audio processing, and more, all available through optional software licenses. With the optional software-defined production engine, or SDPE blades, production switchers and screen processors are available to add even more power to the system. All of these amazing features in a single platform has radically shrunk the footprints of our customers' technology stacks and has simplified operations. That is the power of hyperconverged, and this is why it has become a global standard. So, how do we make Ultrix even more powerful, even more flexible? How about adding an NDI video module? NDI is used by millions of customers worldwide and has been adopted by more media organizations than any other IP standard. Its combination of low cost, ease of implementation, and simplified network requirements make it a desired transport for a growing list of customers. The advantage of integrating this inside Ultrix are huge. For those looking to add NDI to current systems or build NDI deployments at scale with hyperconverged tools like multi-viewers, synchronization, processing, and production switchers, our new NDI module allows you to use this transport seamlessly without the need for external converters. This has never been seen before, and you are here. Continuing our mission to expand transport options inside the Ultrix frame, we're launching a DisplayPort module. This module provides up to 4 DisplayPort outputs, each supporting 444 color space conversion in 8 or 10 bits, plus built-in UHD test pattern generators. Whether connecting to monitors, LED display processors for large-scale venues, or anywhere DisplayPort signals are required, this is a fantastic solution. In fact, we're using it right now to run the screen for our keynote this evening. I mentioned all the amazing software licenses available inside Ultrix. Well, tonight, I'm pleased to announce the latest one, UltraFormat. UltraFormat enables up, down, and cross conversion directly inside Ultrix. This new license can be applied up to 16 inputs per board. To give you an example of what this means, you could have up to 256 format converters in a single 12RU frame. That's an incredible amount of power in a small space. And this license isn't just powerful, it's also flexible. Add UltraFormat to inputs in the frame with just the click of a mouse. For applications that want to pool instances of format converters across multiple inputs, or to have different resolution outputs of the same signal, it can become a virtual resource. And this is only version 1. Imagine where we're going to be able to take this exciting new feature. Now let's see if you've been paying attention to our running joke here this evening. This has never been seen before, and all right, good. Finally, are you interested in seeing how all this incredible power works practically? Well, on the booth, we're presenting a full-blown hyperconverged production studio in a single equipment rack. This concept brings together routing, graphics, audio mixing, production switching, video and audio processing, tally, MAM, and more into a single virtualized software-defined system. And the best news, everything fits in less than 44 rack units. Think of the reduction of cables and the simplicity of maintenance. Imagine the reduction in operation and electricity costs. Simple, elegant, forward-thinking, and crafted with the modern user in mind, hyperconverged systems brings tangible benefits to all parts of your organization. Our hyperconverged platform isn't just about technology, it's about empowering you to produce with confidence. Talk to our experts, and let's discuss how ROS can help you do more with less without compromise. All right, let's bring back David.
Thank you, Todd. All right, let's talk production switchers, or vision mixers, as they're also called around the world. I'm going to do something you almost never see on a keynote stage. I'm going to point out some challenges our customers have raised with our switcher product line. Let's go over what we have. We have two switcher lines, Carbonite and Acuity. Carbonite is our wildly popular small and medium-sized switcher, and Acuity is our powerful flagship large switcher. We have 4 ways you can buy a Carbonite: the all-new 12-input Solo, the 24-input Ultra, the 60-input Ultra 60, and the 22-input Ultrix Carbonite. The Ultrix Carbonite switcher deploys on a single SDPE blade, and you can put many Ultrix Carbonite switchers in a hyperconverged frame. You can also group those SDPE blades together to form a large, high-end switcher, Ultrix Acuity. Ultrix Acuity is a great and incredibly powerful product. I love it. But it's a different user interface than Carbonite. It has a different history than Carbonite. And this is where things start to get challenging for our Carbonite customers. While they can use our touch drive panels on both Carbonite and Acuity, they're running completely different menu systems. If they want our biggest switcher, they need to learn a whole new switcher. That's not ideal. Another Carbonite challenge currently is that only Ultrix Carbonite offers 2110 inputs. If you want a 2110 Carbonite, it's limited to only 18 inputs. If you want more 2110 inputs, you have to switch to Ultrix Acuity. And that's not ideal either. What's more is if you switch to Acuity, you get a big high-end switcher, but you lose the mini MEs and the ultrascene features that you love in Carbonite. You also can't move your Carbonite memories and effects directly onto an Acuity. There's just no easy way to transition from a Carbonite to a big ROS switcher. So, how do we solve this problem? Wouldn't it be great if we could also have a big Carbonite in Ultrix with hundreds of inputs and in any transport with lots of new, super powerful MEs? And not just MEs, but mini MEs and ultrascenes too. Wow, that would be a supersized Carbonite. Carbonite taken to the max. That would be something never seen before, and you were here. It would be worthy of being introduced as one more thing. Roll the video. Introducing Carbonite HyperMax. And to tell you more about it, here's Les O'Reilly.
Thank you, David. Carbonite HyperMax is the evolution of Carbonite within our Ultrix HyperConverge platform. HyperMax unleashes the Carbonite architecture on the big switcher market, providing an expanded tool set so you can do more. Not only do you get more powerful Carbonite ME, you also get new, more powerful Mini MEs, and a new, even more powerful scene generator. With 4 blades, this switcher supports over 200 inputs that can be any combination of SDI, 2110, fiber, HDMI, and SDI. Or deploy 8 blades in a single FR12 frame, and you can still have 144 inputs and 144 outputs. So let's talk about how it works. HyperMax integrates multiple SDPEs into a single big Carbonite. This is to create astonishing production power and flexibility. A HyperMax SDPE blade can run in 3 modes. It can be a powerful ME, a group of 3 mini MEs, or a scene-based layering engine. A single license enables any of the 3. So let's look more closely at what these modes can do. First up is Max ME. This is the most powerful Carbonite ME we have ever built. The ME is the core of any production switcher, and Max ME are absolutely packed with power. These have 6 full keyers, 2 transition keyers for media wipes, 14 advanced DVEs, 4 3D DVEs, DVE key combiners, 4 of our Ultrachrome chroma keyers, clip player, media stores, programmable outputs, ME multi-viewers, and much, much more. In this Carbonite ME, 6 keyers can deliver a 12-box effect. Max Mini turns the SDPE blade into 3 mini MEs. These mini MEs have all the capabilities and resources of the Max ME, but now they feed 3 2-keyer mini MEs. For example, in a HyperMax mini ME, you can create a 4-box effect in every single one of them. Max Scene, on the other hand, turns an SDPE into an advanced scene creation system. This allows TDs to build up to 8 pre-composited layers and scenes per blade and recall them all at the push of a button. Then dynamically reallocate all of those layers and resources to any of the 8 scenes. When you see it in action, you're going to appreciate just how powerful this is. In a traditional Carbonite, you max out with 4 mini MEs and 4 scenes. But with HyperMax, you choose how many blades are for which functions, and you allocate them. So now that you have an idea about how powerful this new, ginormous Carbonite can be, we're going to show you something even more incredible. We're going to show you how you can tear it apart. So imagine starting the day off in the morning with 2 very large simultaneous news shows, then moving into the middle of the day and having a big sports talk show, followed by the evening full of multiple live sports productions, each of them having their own dedicated resources. Reconfiguring these systems is as easy as pressing a button. That's the power of a ROS solution. HyperMax isn't just about doing more. It's about doing it smarter. Adapt on the fly, scale effortlessly, and push the boundaries of live production. Now, if you are an existing client with Ultrix Mosaic, Ultrix Carbonite, or Ultrix Acuity in touch drive panels. The best part is you can easily add HyperMax capability. With HyperMax, the future of production is in your hands. Let's build it together. All right, let's welcome back David Ross.
Thank you, Les. Awesome stuff. Before we wrap up, and in the spirit of transparency, I need to tell you something. As I've mentioned, we're so close to Area 51. And it's our 51st anniversary. So, it's time to reveal the true engineers behind our most cutting-edge product. Introducing Ross Socks, version 9. Ross socks aren't just your everyday regular socks. They're designed with technology so advanced, the story has been classified until today. We can't confirm or deny that they use extraterrestrial fibers. Judging by their popularity, I guess the secret's out. Okay, men, show your socks. These Ross socks are truly out of this world. Socks that have never been seen before, and you were here. And that completes our show. Please join us for libations and merriment in the neighboring Hall of Jubilation. This year's special cocktail is called the Neuralizer, a memorable drink if there ever was one. Thank you and good night. Excuse me, hey, can I have your attention for a moment? I'll explain everything. This here is called a Neuralizer. It's a gift from some friends from out of town. And more specifically, this little red eye here stimulates the electronic impulses in your brain. More specifically, the ones for memory.
Who are you, really?
just a guy who loves socks.